G'day, wizardfromoz here, and I'm here today to show you a workaround on Linux Mint Cinnamon for this, I think, ridiculously small clock size that's in the system tray. This applies to both Linux Mint Cinnamon 19.1, codename Tessa, and 19.2, codename Tina. Prior to that, if you increase the panel size left and right, such as I have here, after your install, the clock size would change appropriately too, and go hand in hand with that. The last couple of releases, it doesn't. So let's look at a workaround that'll fix that for now, but it's not a permanent solution. First of all, let's determine the theme we've got. Now you can check that in settings with themes, or you can start to type in themes, and you get it there. Up we go. And in desktop there it says Mint Y Dark. That's the default theme. If we click that, we can see a bunch of other themes that we can try out. And if you click any one of these, the theme will change instantly. We're not going to do it here. Mint Y Dark is there. That's the one we're on. We'll open our file manager, which for Cinnamon is Nemo. And this is my home default folder. And you'll have something similar to this, typically with 8 folders there, but that's not all there is to home. If we click View, Show Hidden Files, or Control H, I'll do Control H, and a bunch more folders and more files come up. We'll just show them all there. There's a few of them, isn't there? There we go. And you'll note that the ones that appeared with that Control H or View Hidden Files are all prefaced with a dot cache or cache, .cinnamon, .themes, we'll look at in a moment, and files that are the same as well. Okay, the .themes one there is empty at the moment. And I'm going to go back there and move that to the trash, which is a better solution sometimes than delete, which removes it totally. With the trash you can get it back if you need to. So I'm moving that to the trash, but we'll be coming back to that. Let's go look at those themes. In file system, we've got /USR folder. USR, a lot of people call user, but it's actually Unix system resources, specific resources, Unix specific resources, I think, but that doesn't matter. Double click that, we go to share, double click that. This has got a lot of folders in it. One tip that's handy for you is if you start to you know the name of the folder you're looking for, and you start to type in its name, THE for themes, and we get up themes. Into themes, we've got our themes there that we saw before, and we're looking for Mint Y Dark, and that's it there. Then we've got Cinnamon in here, and we'll be going further from there into this file that's called cinnamon.css. It's a cascading style sheet, and that's used for things like your browser fonts and website fonts and your internet, and it's used here with things like how the icons appear on your desktop. Go back to one level up to Mint Y Dark, sorry, go back to themes, and we've got Mint Y Dark. Now what you'll find here is your properties and permissions. These are all in the system folders owned by root, and the permissions are by root. we want to be able to change something in there ultimately, and in order to do that we would open as root and go in there and change it. But if we go in and change the with 19.2 Tina, the changes are only going to be temporary. They're short-lived. The reason is that down in our updates and upgrades shield, which I've got up to date here, this is in 19.1 Tessa, but in 19.2 Tina, once you've installed it, that will go to blue with a white lowercase I, and it'll say something like about 84 updates. And amongst those updates is going to be a package called mint-themes. And once you install that package, after you've changed the clock size to the way you want it, all bits are off and it reverts back to the bloody small size again. So we want a more permanent solution to that, and we can do that both here with Tessa but also with Tina, and it'll survive the updates. So the way to do it is to, in themes, we can actually up one more to share, and we'll go into themes as root. Type in your password, and you see now we get this red bar that says we're using elevated privileges. Now I'm into the themes section, and it was mint wide dark, which is here, that I want to work with, and I'm going to move it over to our home folder. Now I'll give you a tip here while we've got these two file manager windows open, is we're going to copy it through here with the elevated privileges, but then we're going to go over to the original window there and paste it into our home folder. So we get mint wide dark, right click, we're going to copy it, click there again, we go to home. Now in home, remember we blew away that .themes folder, so we're going to right click any empty space, create a new folder. It's got to be called .themes. There it is. We'll open that and that's empty. We'll right click, and you see here we can paste. Now if we couldn't do that, if the operation didn't work, that would be greyed out. But it means we can now paste, and sure enough our mint wide dark shows up there. Let's check the permissions on that. Properties, permissions, and it's Chris instead of root, so that's exactly what I want. We can close that down now, out of the root privileges. We can go into mint wide dark, cinnamon. The cinnamon.css cascading style sheet is a text file. We can double click that to open it. Once we open it, you can see from the scroll bar here, it's a large file. Press Ctrl F for a find or search solution, and we'll type in applet label. It brings us down here with 2 lines, font, weight and colour. We're going to insert a line. Now you can use programming conventions and tab, backspace a bit, and put font size, which is what we're going to put in directly under font weight, but it doesn't really matter. So we'll type in font size. Now watch what happens when I put a colon there. Changes colour. That means the syntax of the command is correct, and that's where it's important to use a text editor. This one's the default one for Cinnamon, and it's called XED, so use a text editor that allows for these colour differences, and it'll make it a whole lot easier. The figure I can put in here for the font size can be in at least 3 measurements, 4 or 5 or 6 in fact, easy. And they include EM, PT for points, and PX for pixels. I'm more used to using points, so I'm going to put in, I should say, the default size that this small clock is at is about 12 points. So I'm going to put in 24 points. Now if I put in PTS, you see that the S is a different colour. That's because I've got the incorrect syntax. What you have to do is put in PT. Now we'll put a semicolon, and just as it is above and below. And now we're right to go. Now my good friend Stan suggested saving this file and leaving it open in case we need to tweak anything further, and that's a good idea. So we'll save it. Now we're ready to go. Excuse me. To get the change to take effect, we could either log out and log in, we could power down and start up cold, we could reboot, but the easy way to do it here, since it's with the X environment, which is our graphical environment on the desktop, is to restart the X session. And with that we can do that with a 3-fingered salute, Control-Alt-Escape. And hey presto, we've got a clock size that we like. It's similar to what I've got. You may tweak these points and sizes all you like, and this will sustain software changes that affect those file system folders that we saw before, including /USR. So we'll close out of that, go back to home there, close that down. Now we're talking about those sizes. If you type in something like point sizes, mint space PT space EM space PX for the EM sizes, the pixel sizes, the point sizes, you can come up with a screen like this. Sorry, not like this, that's Mint Themes. A screen that offers you the opportunity to show you these conversion tables and font sizes. This one's a good one, and it shows you the examples of how they go there. Okay, so you can pick whatever you're comfortable with. As I say, I use points, so 24 points comes up that size. Alright, now I said about the Cinnamon Mint Themes update that's in Tina. If you type in Cinnamon Mint Themes 1.8.2, which is the one that Tina will upgrade to from 1.8.1 that shipped with it, you get this site here at GitHub, and in GitHub under Debian there you get a changelog for 1.8.2. When you click that, it's not just the one for 1.8.2, it's actually if I go down to the right near the bottom, don't get dizzy, this goes back years, 2012, okay, and it shows Clement Lefebvre's changes to the Mint themes that he signed off on. He's the head of Linux Mint, and Cinnamon is the flagship of Linux Mint, although it's used in a lot of other distros. So with 1.8.2, with that long file, if you did a Control F for find and type in clock, guess what? Phrase not found. So nothing's been done in recent times to address this clock size issue. So Clement Lefebvre, if you're out there, please do something to fix the clock in Cinnamon. Okay, HTH, hope this helps. And if you like what you've seen, swing by linux.org to see more, and sign up while you're there with us and enjoy what 30,000 others enjoy. Wizard out. Well, I will be out as soon as I get out.